Welcome back to our channel, seekers of truth and explorers of faith. Today, we delve into the life of the very first woman in biblical history, Eve. Often defined by her fall, we're about to discover that there's much more to Eve than meets the eye. So, brace yourselves for Eve, the untold story of the first woman. Our story begins in the lush, verdant paradise of the Garden of Eden. God, having created Adam, saw that it was not good for man to be alone. Thus, Eve came into existence, crafted beautifully from one of Adam's ribs. Far from being a secondary creation, this act symbolized the inherent unity and equal worth of men and women in God's grand design. Eve was not just a companion for Adam. She was a partner, an equal, a vital part of humanity's story. Eve's life in Eden was one of communion, with nature, with Adam, and most importantly, with God. Imagine walking with God in the cool of the day, the divine presence of familiar comfort. This close relationship with the Creator is a lesser-known but significant part of Eve's story. But then came the fateful encounter with the serpent. The Bible depicts the serpent as more cunning than any beast of the field. But let's pause and consider Eve's perspective here. She converses, debates, and unfortunately, succumbs to temptation. But even in this moment, Eve displays a sense of curiosity and decision-making that often gets overlooked. Then, the fall. Eve and Adam partake of the forbidden fruit, leading to their expulsion from Eden. Let's delve deeper into the moment that has defined Eve's narrative throughout history, her fall from grace. In the heart of the garden, there stood two trees, the tree of life and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. God had only one command for Adam and Eve. They could eat freely from any tree in the garden, but from the tree of knowledge, they must not eat. Now enters the serpent, the most cunning of all the beasts. It approaches Eve, not Adam, and uses crafty words to instill doubt. Did God really say, "You must not eat from any tree in the garden?" The serpent asked, subtly twisting God's command. Eve corrected the serpent, stating that they were allowed to eat from any tree except the one in the middle of the garden, for God had said, "You must not eat or touch it, or you will die." But the serpent cunningly responded, "You will not certainly die. For God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." This was the turning point. The fruit of the tree was pleasing to the eye, and the promise of wisdom was enticing. Eve took some and ate it, and she also gave some to Adam, who was with her, and he ate it too. Immediately, their eyes were opened, and they realized they were naked. They sewed fig leaves together to make coverings for themselves, marking the first acts of self-consciousness and shame. This was not just a simple act of disobedience. It was a decision that stemmed from desire and curiosity. Eve yearned for wisdom, for knowledge that was beyond her grasp. Her fall is often portrayed as a weakness, but it also speaks volumes about the human condition, our intrinsic desire for knowledge and the lengths we might go to obtain it. Eve's fall set the stage for the human journey, a journey marked by our struggle with temptation, our pursuit of knowledge, and our inherent need for God's grace. The fall of Eve is a crucial moment in biblical history that goes beyond the surface level of disobedience. It's a moment that encapsulates the complexity of human nature and our constant yearning for understanding. And life goes on. Eve becomes a mother, the matriarch of all living. She bears children, raises them, and witnesses the heartbreaking tragedy of Cain and Abel. In the face of such pain, Eve shows resilience and faith. She goes on to have another son, Seth, through whom the righteous lineage is carried forward. And so, we come to the end of our exploration of Eve's story. From Eden's splendor to life's harsh realities, Eve's journey is a testament to human resilience, faith, and God's unending grace. Far from a secondary figure, Eve stands as a reminder of our shared humanity, our struggles, our victories, and our inherent worth in God's eyes. We hope this journey into the life of Eve has shed light on aspects of her story that you may not have previously considered. If you enjoyed this video and want to keep uncovering hidden truths from biblical history, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Remember, we're holding a giveaway at 1,000 subscribers. The most engaged subscriber will win a copy of the ESV Study Bible in large print, so don't forget to comment below. And before we wrap up, we'd like to give a shout out to the Christian Leadership Institute, an invaluable resource for anyone interested in digging deeper into the faith. May your journey in faith continue to be enriched and enlightened. God bless you all.